Welcome to One on One on God 101. Our guest today is Lauren from the Big Brother house. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Miss Julie. How are you?
Well, I love when you call me Miss Julie. I feel like you're about to vote in the live eviction
Oh
show.
my goodness, no, I'm like getting flashbacks.
Okay, we're going to get into Big Brother, but first,
Yeah,
God. I
yeah,
know you know the Lord. Tell me about your relationship with him. When did it start? And tell us about it.
absolutely. Yeah, so I grew up going to Catholic school. I went to a Catholic elementary school and high school. So I learned obviously a lot about God during that time. And then going to LSU, a public university, it was a little bit different, obviously. So it was really awesome to sort of like learn and know God from a different lens, like outside of, a organized religion, I guess you could say, like during school. So I feel like my like relationship with him has sort of evolved in different ways. And so I feel, lucky to be able to, know him and all of that good stuff.
Did you pray to him a lot during your time in the Big Brother house?
I did. I every night before I went to sleep, I said a little prayer. And then, praying for me, but also the rest of my house guests and those that have left as well, and everybody. And then, as well as before competitions and also before live evictions, because that's when I was my most nervous and needed some sort of calm. So,
Yes. Let's talk about your time in the Big Brother house
ah.
because you're a big fan. You've been watching since what season?
So I believe I started watching actually Rachel's first season, which was crazy. Whenever she came down the stairs, I was like, no way. So, yeah, I've been watching for a very long time. It's been since I was around 6 or 7 years old. And then after that, obviously, once I turned into this huge super fan, I went back and watched the iconic, really older seasons. So I've been a fan for a very long time.
Was it anything close to what you expected it to be? We do say expect the unexpected.
Right.
How
Yes.
was it?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that it was a little bit what I expected, but at the same time, not at all. I feel like actually being in it, you say you're going to do certain things and play a certain way. And then when you're actually in it, you're like, wow, I'm actually living with these people. I have, such a close connection with all these people because I'm literally with them 24/7. So it's much harder than it looks.
Well, you did well in it.
Thank you. I tried my best.
Have you gone back to watch the episodes?
So I haven't watched any episodes yet. I'm excited to, but I'm kind of waiting just a little bit. Um and yeah, I mean, I know my experience and then I've heard obviously what people have to say about what happened. So, and obviously people don't see everything. So I'm excited to go back and watch and kind of see like from the perspective of the viewers and see kind of what they saw. So
For the majority of the season, you were in alignment with Vince and you were loyal to him. At the end, when it was each one of you on the jury had to vote between Vince and Ashley, you didn't vote for him. Why not?
yes, so I think that, it was a clear shock to everybody. I think that a lot of people thought that Morgan was like a real contender to win. So whenever she wasn't there, I think everybody was shocked. The one thing that I was looking for from Vince was sort of like explanation and accountability, I guess, for the things that had transpired in the house. And I feel like that was given to an extent, but I do think that Ashley, taking matters into her own hands, winning the final HOH, and then deciding to take Vince over Morgan, somebody who she had been aligned with for a while, was a huge move. And ultimately, her answers that the questions that the jury had asked, her answers were very, very good and well thought out. And obviously, knowing now that she's an attorney, it makes sense because her answers were phenomenal. But yeah, I guess that was just sort of like my thought process. But it really, honestly, came down to the questions that the jury had to ask. That was like my ultimate like decision making. So.
Is it, had Vince taken ownership for, betraying you and apologized, would that have changed your vote?
Um, I think potentially. I mean, as a huge fan of the show, I definitely didn't want to be, everybody talks about bitter jury and like just voting because they're bitter about a person, voting them out or betraying them or whatever. But I think that obviously being a huge fan of the show, I really wanted to vote where I thought the person played the best game. And a part of playing a good game is jury management. And I do think that Ashley had phenomenal jury management and was able to pull a lot of strings and play in a way that she could fly under the radar and it worked to her advantage.
Mm. All right, since being out of the house, you and Zach are dating. How did this happen? I know you were very focused on the game when you were in the house, and
So,
Zach had a crush on you,
mhm.
waited, which was wise. How
Yes.
did this romance come about?
Well, Zach is a great guy, and obviously we had, talked a little bit in the house. But as you said, I really wanted to focus on the game. I didn't want to throw my game away for anything because I knew that this opportunity was something that I had been waiting for so long. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna focus on the game. Um, but yeah, Zach is great. We've just been, like talking outside and sort of getting to know each other outside of the lens of Big Brother. So it's been good. It's been fun.
I love it because you live in New Orleans, and does he live in Atlanta, I wanna say?
So yeah, he lives in Atlanta. I actually live in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm actually moving to New York on Thursday.
What?
So in 2 days, I haven't started packing yet. I'm like literally all over the place because I've been just juggling a whole bunch of things. But yeah, I'm moving to New York. I'm really excited about that. Um,
Why the move? What is bringing you to New York?
yeah, so I lived in New York last summer and I had an incredible experience there. I knew I wanted to move there. That was sort of like the end goal. And it was sort of like in the works. And then Big Brother happened and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I had sort of an opportunity where I could move to New York like right following after. And I was like, okay, that's going to be a lot. But I feel like you got to take every opportunity, take every chance that you can get. So I was like, let's just do it and see what happens. So
Do you have work lined up there? I know you, worked in a bridal business.
yes, I actually don't. I am just going for it. There's a few sort of like opportunities that I'm like working on right now that I'm excited to, you know, get into. It's still sort of like in the works right now, but people will see you soon.
Would you ever do Big Brother again?
Absolutely. I People think that I'm crazy because literally right after the show, people were asking me like, "Oh, how was your experience? Would you ever go back again?" And a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't know. Like it was a lot." And I was like, "If they asked me to go back tomorrow and start from the beginning, I would do it." Like I had just the most crazy, amazing experience. Obviously, there's really high highs and really low lows, and there was times where I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing?" But ultimately, like looking back, I had such an incredible time, and there's no words that could express the gratitude that I have for the experience. So I would definitely go back anytime y'all need me.
Well, you won competitions and power. You knew what you were doing, so we would love to see you play again.
Yeah.
Lauren, Thank you so much. Oh, Godspeed, and have a fabulous move to New York. And may whatever you're pursuing just prove to be fruitful. I just say God bless you and Godspeed to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Julie. I really appreciate it.